Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And today is a collaboration with Tommi Phillips, who's better known as the Goth Crafter. All of her links are going to be below the video and the text. And we're going to be using a kit called Lilac and Lavender Dreams by Kyung Shotwell, who's better known at Etsy as Wonders by Wink, and all her links will be below as well. So a funny story about this kit, as I page through it so that you can see it, it's beautiful, is that just by coincidence, Kyung and I are friends, and I happened to be her 100th customer. And so she messaged me and said, pick out a theme and I'll make a kit. And I messaged her back and said lilac and lavender, and 3 days later she had this kit. So that was kind of funny. Tommi picked this kit, and because she loves it too. I've already done a project with this kit called Lilac and Lavender, so we're going to call this Lilac and Lavender 2, a collaboration with the Goth Crafter. So that's what you're going to want to look for in the playlist. So these are some of the beautiful pages that are in the kit. There's also a couple of specialty pages. There's music page, which we're going to be cutting all the pages in half for this project. So we're going to have 2 music pages. And then there's a page with excerpts from books. Okay, one's the Lilac Lady and the other one is Lavender. Okay. Then there's also the writing pages. These have lines on them. Sorry about that. It's the writing pages. I kind of sort everything. So these are your writing pages with the lines on them. And then your double-faced picture pages, which are beautiful, beautiful, just like the rest of the kit. I just love the lilacs in this kit. Lilacs are my favorite flower, and I just thought lilacs and lavender would look real pretty together, which they do. And so here are our backing pages. And then here's our ephemera. There's lots of ephemera. Oops, and a paper clip on that too. There's lots of ephemera to choose from. I'm very bad at flipping through pages. These are just random ones. Okay, these are envelopes. So there's lots of ephemera to choose from, and the pages are beautiful. And I got this at Dollar Tree, and it has a little matching thing. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Your papers fit right in there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have a 4-video collaboration, so we have to make a project that we can do in 4 days. So what I thought we would do is take 2 cardstock pages and fold them in half, and that would give us 4 writing pages and a cover and a back cover. And so I thought, well, if we do at least 1 page each video, then we'll be on our way. So this is, in here is lace and flat back pearls. So we're going to be using those. And then we're also going to be inking in the color of gathered twigs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to fold our 2 pages. I decided to go with white. I was going to go with cream, but I want to use white lace. To bring out the white in the pages. There's white in every page. Well, almost every page. And we might actually be using our tiny attacher. Oh no, we can't do it with this. We might actually just be stapling this since it's just 2 papers instead of trying to sew it. Okay, so we've got that. And so this one will go inside this one like this. Then we'll have our front cover, our back cover, and then we'll have the 4 pages in between. Okay, so we're not going to do the cover. We're going to label these. This is going to be the cover. Then we're going to label it. We're going to put the word tie here so we don't forget to put the tie. And then on the back, we're going to label it back. I'm so original. And then we're going to put tie here so we don't forget to put the tie on the back. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our papers, and I've already done that for page 1, and I'm going to put you on hold while I cut the papers. I didn't want to cut anything until we had looked at the kit. Our pages are going to be, for the kit papers, are going to be 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. Now, my printer will print, as you can see, borderless. I didn't trim these, so it's a full 8 1/2 by 11. And the reason I selected the smaller size than 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 is so that once we cut these pages and we put them in here, then we will have a nice little 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to put you on hold and cut our pages, and or cut the page for this, the paper, and then I will be right back. I'm going to ink it too. Oh, we're using gathered twigs. I can't remember if I said that or not. Okay, so I've got these 3 papers cut, and you're probably thinking, how are we going to use 3 full pages on 1 page? First, I wanted to say that I took the full-size papers. Let's see if I've got one right here. They're underneath here. I took a full-size paper, and I went ahead and cut to 8 1/4, which is our height. So I went ahead and cut that all the way across at 8 1/4. Then I cut 5 1/4, and then I cut 5 1/4, and then that left 1/2 inch in the center, and I just put that over in the scraps. Okay, so that's how I'm doing this, the pages, depending on the image, but that gives me 3 more pages that I know are the exact right size. Okay, so this is our backing page, obviously, because I've already inked it. We're going to kind of shabby it up, so that's why I kind of inked it a lot. And then we're going to make crisscross pockets. Now, disclaimer, I've been known to cut these wrong before, but I thought we'd do something quick for the first page. We want this one to go, we want to see the butterfly, so we're going to want to go excuse me, from about here up to the corner, and then I'll show you why. So we'll start at our mark. We'll put the mark on the line, and then we'll, whoops, let me move it down, and then we'll put our corner on the line, and then when we cut it, it'll cut it just the way we want. Okay, save your scraps. All right, so now we've got this pocket. Don't panic. Okay, and then we're going to take our other, pocket. We want to be able to see the butterfly on this one, so we're gonna, and we want to see the butterfly on this one, so we're going to take this pocket and we're going to start it, let's see, we're going to start it at about here, but we're going to go to here. All right, So let's try that. Let's see how it goes. This is the part that I usually get wrong, just so you know. Okay. So now we've got this pocket here, and that pocket there, and we've got both butterflies. And you're thinking, wow, Terry, this pocket is huge. Well, now we're going to take this pocket and we're going to cut it off about there. So let's just cut that straight across. Save your scraps. Look how big that one is. And where's my mark? Here it is. And then once we cut it off, we'll put it back on the page and we'll reevaluate and see what we think. All right, back pocket, front pocket. Now, since this one's squared off, we probably want this one squared off too, but we don't want to make it much smaller. So let's just take a little bit off, just enough to make the top of it flat. Plus it'll get my other pencil mark off. I won't have to erase it. Okay, so we just took that much off, just enough to flatten the top. Look at me go. All right, now that we've got these cut, we have to ink them. So I'm sorry you have to watch me ink, but I'm going to do it really fast. And it'll be painless, and you'll never know you had to watch me do this. And this one we really have to kind of grunge these up. Excuse me. Now that was a bit much. There's a lot of ink on that. It's a brand new pad. Now we're not going to see this, but we want to take the white off the edges on the bottom. That's why I'm not really messing with the corner. Now up here, we want it to be a little bit more inked. Not quite as much as that. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. So now we've got this. We've got this. And now we've got a nice staggered pocket page. Now, we're going to need writing cards for this too. So let's go ahead and glue these on. Thank you, Cassie, for the tassel. So we just want to glue the sides and the bottom. So we're going to make them pockets. This is my tall pocket. You know, let's just glue the sides of this one. Oh, it doesn't matter. It is going to go all the way down. So let's glue the bottom so stuff doesn't fall out the bottom. That's always good. We're just going to line it up exactly with the page. Kind of hard to do from that far away. And glue it down. I'm going to take this one and glue the sides and the bottom. I did cut one piece of ephemera. You know, this video had the intro. So I'm trying to not make it super long. And I misspoke. We're going to have 6 pages in the covers. I don't know why I said 4. Lost my mind momentarily. Okay. So now we've got our butterflies. And remember, this will be covered with the card that we put in here. Okay, and then we'll have an even bigger card up here. Now I think that we should use our other halves of the pages to make the writing cards. Okay, so let's take this one and make this writing card, and we'll take yeah, and we'll take this one to make this writing card, because then we can use the bird. That'll be pretty. Okay, so let's start with the big one. We're going to have to trim it down because of the glue. We want to keep the bird, so we're going to go this way. Calculate what we need. If you put it in at an angle and then go a little bit shorter than what fits in there, then you will probably get pretty close. We're going to lose our butterfly. Where's my mark? There it is. I'm looking at the bottom. So we still want to cut it some more. Oh, come on. Apparently my method is not working today. I'm just kind of opening this up a little bit, making sure there's no glue that got stuck over too far. Okay. Now let's see about this. It seems to be getting stuck right about here. Oh, because the card is crooked. How did I manage that? Now let's try it. Okay. Now we're going to need to trim a little bit off the top, just like a haircut. So we've got that. Let's round the corners. These are white on the back. This is the speed version on how to do this. Normally, I would back this or stencil on the back. But this is to show you. I love this little bird. It's my favorite image of the whole kit, as far as any like little part of a page or whatever. And you'll see the little bit of ephemera that we're going to use on this page is going to be that little bird. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to put this in here. Okay. I'm going to use this one for this card. All right. Use this one for this card. And we could pretty much gauge the width by the width of the other one. And we want this card to go up to about here in this pocket. Yep, that looks good. Around the pockets, around the corners, and ink it. You know what I didn't do? I didn't ink the back. But I'm not going to in the interest of time. But normally you would ink the back and possibly stencil it as well. So then you're going to put this in here like that. You're going to line it up with this card. Okay, so you've got the two cards. And then down here we've got this little bird. And I'm thinking he should go here. And that covers up our butterfly, but we're going to make a little tuck spot out of him, so that we can put something small in here. I haven't cut anything out yet. I'm not sure we have anything that small in the kit. Oh, I'll bet we do. I think. on, oh, where'd it go? On this page we have these sayings, but we also have blank cards as well. And we could cut one of them off and ink the whole thing really well. And then I think, oh look, here's some little tiny images. And we could tuck one in there. Okay. So let's use the butterfly. Should have done this with my paper trimmer. So before we glue him on, we need to put on our lace. So we're going to take our cards out. We could decorate with a stripe of lace down the middle of each one. We can't do pearls or they won't fit in the pocket. Here's our lace. It's all falling off of here, but I know the end is right here because I put it through the hole. Here's the end. Oh, there was an extra piece on there. Okay. So there's that end. If you cut a little slice in these paper ones that you get with some kits and you cut them out and use them, then you'll know where the end is. Unless you're silly like me and, you know, put an extra piece on there. Alright, so we're going to cover this like so. And then we'll trim that little teeny bit off right there. Alright, so let's run some glue. Did you hear that? That was that bubble popping. Huh. We'll run some glue across here. And then down here. And we'll glue this on. I'm going to put it right up to the edge. Let's trim this. It looks like we're not going to need any glue there. Right, we'll use this up here. Okay, so we've got, oops, I definitely don't want to forget to ink him. This time I barely touched the ink pad. Like, barely. Okay, so those two are inked. And then we're going to put lace on here. I think this might need this, because I let it get that bubble on it. Yeah. And I just rounded that right there, and you'll see why that won't really matter. Okay. Trim this off here. Trim this one off here. Okay, now we're going to break out the pearls. Which I also wound around here. And put this through the end. So now here, we're going to need a row of pearls right along the edge. Up to here. And can we turn the corner? Yes, I think we can. And I forgot to look. I think it was right where I was holding it. Okay, we're going to cut this off right here. Okay, now we're going to put glue over the lace, over the edge. Now it's gluing like crazy. And start your pearls right side up. I'm just going to hold these for a second. My finger's stuck in the glue. I told you that glue was coming out like crazy. Okay, now we're going to do pearls here. Now, I'm not sure. We should be able to round that corner. It off here. Okay, I'm going to have to pause you for just 1 second. Okay, now we're going to glue on our pearls. Let's see if we can get them to round that corner. Make sure we didn't glue our pocket shut. Alright, so there's that. That's pretty. Now, I'd like to put a thing of lace down the middle of each card. You know, I'm going to do this. That's definitely crooked. And then I'm going to put it down the side, the opposite side on the other card. You know, drop of glue, yeah. Here we go. Can't really see it very much on this one, can you? I wish we could put pearls on it. I just don't know if it would fit in the pocket if we did. keep forgetting that I changed the camera to make it straight down, and now I keep going off screen. I apologize. Okay, so now we want to go on this one. Oh, that's going to put us right over the bird. I don't want to do that. All right. I'm just going to go down the same side. I was going to go down this side on this one and that way on the other one, and I should have gone down this side on this one first. I forgot about the bird. The glue is wide enough that we can move the lace over if we need to. Oh, I was going to say, we'll just turn the card over, but then the bird's upside down. It's such a tight squeeze. Let's let that glue dry a little bit before we put that back in there. Okay. Now, let's take this little bird. I'm going to make a little tuck. Now, after the video, I'm going to come back and I'm going to put glossy accents on the bird. And what that will do is make him shiny and stand out. And when we come back in video 2, then I will show you what he ended up like. But this is why we had to wait, because we have to put this up under the lace a little bit. Oh. Actually, it looks like we're not going to have to. Okay, so let's glue him on 3 sides to make a little tuck out of him, or a pocket. I was going to make a tuck, but this piece is pretty small. Make sure that I glued the right sides. Okay. Now, I can also take liquid pearls and put one on each corner. I'll do 3 of the corners to show you. I wonder how stopped up that is. I haven't used that in a long time. And all you do is put a drop. And then it looks like a pearl. So that way it would look like we had pearls on the corners. I'm not sure if it's just not coming out. Oh, there it was. Yeah, I think I just don't have that much left in here. Okay, there's one. There's two. There's three. I can put this one on. There's four. And they will settle. So they will settle back into a rounded pearl shape. This one doesn't really, I gotta take a chance on making it too big. It came out a little too flat. There we go. All right, now we're gonna have to let that dry. I should have done that before we put it in the book. Okay, in video 2, we'll pop this on the page. I'll show you the glossy accents. Can go ahead and put that in the pocket. Very cute, very cute. Okay. There's no helping the fact that I cut it crooked. And then we'll let these dry. I'll set it to the side and let it dry. And then when those are dry, I'll come back and put the glossy accents on. And then I'll show you that. So I'll show you this little corner. We'll pop it on the page and move right on to page 2. Okay? All right, this should be fine. Let's put this back in. We just won't look at the backs of any of them so that we don't notice that we didn't ink them. Oh, look at that. The lace lined right up. Cards lined up, lace lined up. That works for me. Okay. Now, that's going to be it for this video. And I will see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.